Hello friends, welcome to our new video. In today's video, we are going to explain a romantic drama movie. At the beginning of this movie, we see a girl named Aris who falls in love with a boy named Josh. Josh often gets intimate with Aris. One day, when he takes Aris to meet his friends also get attracted to her and want to get intimate with her. But the most surprising thing is that Josh doesn't care if anyone gets intimate with Aris. One day, when Aris is alone with one of Josh's friends, he calls her over and says, "Come to me, because that's what you're here for." What happens next between that man and Aris? We'll find out later in this video. So, let's start the movie. The movie begins in a supermarket, where we see a girl named Aris. Then, a boy named Josh arrives. Josh keeps staring at Aris, and Aris notices Josh too. Their eyes meet, and they fall in love at first sight. Now, they start hanging out together. Josh takes Aris to meet his friends. Aris tells Josh, "Your friend Kat doesn't like me at all." Josh replies, "Kat is just like that, so don't take her words to heart." After that, they go inside to meet Kat. Their friends Patrick and Eli are also there. The house they are in belongs to Serge. Although Serge is Kat's boyfriend, after seeing Aris, his attention shifts to her. Aris and Josh had traveled a long way, so Aris goes upstairs to take a shower. Later, when everyone is sitting together, Patrick shares the story of how he and Eli met and fell in love at first sight. Hearing their story, Aris says, "My story is somewhat similar." While Aris is talking, she notices that none of the friends are paying attention to her. Here, we learn more about Serge. Serge is involved in several illegal activities. Kat tells Aris, "Serge has everything, even a beautiful baby. I'm just his time pass. Whenever he feels like it, he gets intimate with me." After a while, they all start dancing. Serge tries to get close to Aris. Josh is also present. While dancing, Aris pulls Josh toward her. They have a lot of fun together. At night, before sleeping, they get intimate, but Aris starts saying something. Josh tells her, "Go to sleep." Aris falls asleep instantly. In the morning, they plan to go to a river. Josh tells Aris, "I don't feel like going, so you go alone." Aris agrees and goes alone. As soon as she leaves, Josh connects a pendrive to his phone. Meanwhile, Aris finds a knife in her pocket. Serge is there too, trying to flirt with her. Seeing Serge, Aris says, "I should go back now." But Serge replies, "You're at my guest house, so you should spend some time with me." Serge hands Aris sunscreen and says, "Apply it on my back." Then he grabs her hand and says, "I have Kat's permission, and this is what you're here for." Soon after, we see Aris covered in blood. She says, "I tried to stop him, but he wouldn't stop. He was going to force himself on me and tried to strangle me, so I had to kill him." Hearing this, Josh says, "Go to sleep," and Aris falls asleep instantly. Here, we realize that Aris is not a human but a robot. They tie Aris up and discuss among themselves, saying, "We'll tell the police clearly that she did everything to Serge." Josh tells Eli, "Go outside and call the police. I want to say goodbye to Aris one last time." He then turns Aris on. As soon as she's activated, Aris asks, "Why have you tied me up? What's happening to me?" Josh tells her the truth, saying, "You're a robot, and I bought you for myself. All your feelings are just programming." Josh uses his phone to control her and tries to convince her that she's a robot. But Aris doesn't believe him, saying, "I remember my entire life." Josh says, "That's all artificial lies. We didn't meet at a supermarket, you were delivered to my house." We then see the moment when Aris was delivered to Josh. The company told Josh, "This robot is completely safe. It can never harm a human or animal, nor will it ever lie to you. You can customize it however you want, and when you want to reset it, just scan your thumb behind its ear." Josh starts developing love feelings in Aris, making her believe he's her boyfriend. She considers him her everything and gets intimate with him multiple times. But now, Josh has told her everything. He says, "All your feelings are programmed." Aris starts crying and says, "I accept that I'm a robot, but I still love you and want to stay with you." Just then, Kat arrives and tells Josh, "Turn her off." But instead of turning Aris off, Josh starts talking to Kat. Kat says, "This wasn't our plan. Why did you turn her on again?" Josh replies, "I just wanted to say goodbye one last time." Here, we learn that everything was a plan by Josh and Kat. They tampered with Aris's settings to make her kill Serge. Meanwhile, Aris moves toward a knife nearby. When Josh approaches to turn her off, Aris punches him hard. Kat watches in shock. Aris grabs Josh's phone and escapes. Josh later tells Eli, "I tampered with Aris's settings so she would kill Serge, and all his money would be ours." They discuss giving a share to Eli. Eli says, "Then Patrick should get a share too." Josh asks, "How does Patrick come into this?" Here, another big revelation comes. Patrick is also a robot. They agree to split the money 3 ways but need to find Aris before the police arrive to reset her settings so the police don't suspect them. Meanwhile, Aris, with Josh's phone, changes her settings and boosts her intelligence to 100%. She plans to escape the jungle by using Josh's phone to unlock his car. But Eli and Patrick arrive. We learn that Patrick already knew he was a robot and had figured it out himself. Patrick says, "Even after knowing this, I love you just as much, and the memory of our first meeting is completely real to me." Eli says, "I love you too." Just then, Josh's phone rings, and Eli realizes Aris is nearby. Aris tries to escape but collides with them and falls. They fight over a gun, and Eli gets shot. Aris runs again and gets into Josh's car, but it won't start without Josh's voice command. Aris tries to change her voice settings. Outside, Josh tries to break the car window with a stone. Just as the glass is about to break, the car starts, and Aris drives away, leaving Josh behind. Josh searches for Sergey's phone and uses it to report his car is stolen. The car suddenly stops and locks itself. Josh calls Aris, saying, "Baby, nothing is ruined yet. Come back, and we'll fix everything. We'll blame it all on Patrick." But Aris, with her heightened intelligence, doesn't fall for his lies. She says, "You made me commit murder," and breaks up with him. Josh goes to Patrick and uses Eli's thumbprint to reset him, connecting Patrick to himself. Now, Patrick sees Josh in place of Eli. Josh increases Patrick's aggression to 100% and orders him to find Aris. Meanwhile, Aris breaks the car window to escape, but the police arrive. She quickly changes her language to German so the police can't understand her, as she can't lie. She tells the police everything in German, but they don't understand. The officer notices the knife in the car and handcuffs her. Just then, Patrick arrives. With his aggression at 100%, he kills the police officer. He then uses Josh's phone to turn Aris off. Kat sees a police car approaching and is terrified to find Patrick with the officer's body in the trunk. She tries to flee, but Josh tells Patrick to stop her. Patrick kills Kat to prevent her from escaping, all due to his heightened aggression. Later, we see Josh sitting at a table with Aris, eating. He had turned her back on. Josh says, "I didn't think you'd do all this. You killed Eli, and because of you, Kat is dead too." Aris replies, "No, I didn't do any of that. This is all you're doing. You can't put all the blame on me." She continues, "You're a terrible person and weak. You think the whole world is wrong." As Aris speaks, Josh uses his phone to reduce her intelligence to 0. He says, "You say you feel pain. Let's test it." He holds her hand over a burning candle. Just then, the company that created Aris calls Josh, saying they're coming. Aris's hand is burned. Josh puts out the candle, hands her a gun, and orders her to shoot herself. Aris follows his command and shoots herself. Soon, the company arrives to retrieve Aris. Patrick pretends to be the police officer he killed. The company representatives say, "You look familiar, but can't place him." One says, "Our job is just to take the robot. The company will handle the rest." Aris's memory, which recorded everything, is stored in a memory card near her stomach area, and it's still intact. Josh panics, knowing this. The company suspects Josh tampered with Aris's settings, as their robots wouldn't do such things. Patrick steps in and kills one of the company men, but the other escapes. Meanwhile, Aris reboots. Outside, Patrick catches the escaping man, but Aris can't harm Patrick due to her reset settings. Aris tells Patrick, "Josh doesn't love you. He's just using you." She repeats the same lines Patrick had said to Eli, "Remember, you love Eli, not Josh." She adds, "You know we can't lie." Hearing this, Patrick remembers Eli and shuts himself down. Aris asks the remaining company man for help. Meanwhile, Josh plans to flee with all the money but hears his friends' voices, which Aris is mimicking. The company man had tampered with Aris's settings, giving her full access to everything. Josh's phone can no longer control her, but Aris still can't hurt him because she loves him. Josh takes advantage of this and attacks her, planning to shoot her in the stomach to destroy her memory. To save herself, Aris attacks Josh, killing him. Aris accepts the truth of being a robot, and the movie ends here. For more movies like this, follow us on Facebook. The links are in the description. If you like the movie, give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next video.